Shalom, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Ka Halal, Yahweh, Ba Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Waha Rakah Quadash. Double honors to the men who taught me this truth, the apostles and elders of the great millstone. Also, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. This is going to be a quick lesson centered around one key ingredient that leads to salvation, which is the capability to understand. Proverbs chapter 4 and verse 5. It says, "Get wisdom, get understanding, forget it not, neither decline from the words of my mouth." So the scriptures is telling us to get wisdom and also get understanding. Verse 6, "Forsake her not," meaning wisdom, "and she, which is wisdom, shall preserve thee. Love her, and she shall keep thee." So if we have received that marvelous gift, which is understanding, which is to be able to comprehend what is being said and to comprehend what is need of us in these times in order to preserve ourselves from the times to come, we're going to have to understand. And the Most High, through Yahweh Shai, have deprived 2/3 of our people understanding, just like he have deprived them of wisdom. All right. The scripture tells us in the book of Isaiah 33 and 6, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, is his treasure." So how do you mend wisdom and knowledge? Through understanding. All right. Understanding will help you put forth wisdom and knowledge in its right order. It will help you utilize wisdom and knowledge once you understand. That's why the scripture tells us back in Proverbs 4 and verse 6, "Forsake her not," which is wisdom, "and she shall preserve thee," meaning you're going to be kept from the outside elements. It says, "Love her, and she shall keep thee." Verse 7, this is the point. Wisdom is the principal thing, meaning wisdom is the first thing or the chief thing. Therefore, get wisdom. Since it's the first thing or the chief thing, therefore get wisdom. "And with all thy getting, get understanding." Because you can have the knowledge and the wisdom, but if you don't have understanding, you can't fully put forth the wisdom and the knowledge that you have. Now, Yahweh Shai told us in the book of St. Matthew, chapter 13, and verse 9, it says, "Who hath ears to hear, let him hear." All right, when you go into the meaning of hear, because the spiritual aspect of that is to what? Understand. So the word hear, the pronunciation in the Strong's G,
Strong's G 191. Akuo. Akuo.
it says to comprehend, to understand. So let's go back. St. Matthew 13 and 9. "Who hath ears to hear, let him hear." So who can understand this. Verse 10. "And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables?" So the disciples came to Yahushua and asked him, "Why are you speaking unto them in parables? Why don't you just tell them plainly?" Verse 11, "He answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given." That's why when we read the book of Romans 11 and verse 7, it tells us, "What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded." meaning they don't have the ears to hear nor the eyes to see. The scripture tells us in verse 12, it says, "For whosoever hath, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever have not, from him shall be taken away even that he hath." Verse 13, "Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they seeing see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand." And this is the fulfillment of the prophet Isaiah, as we read in verse 14, "And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which saith, By hearing ye shall hear, and shall not understand." See that? "And seeing ye shall see, and shall not perceive." Okay? So we are a part of the blessed ones, all right? Because we have the ears to hear. And we don't want to fulfill the prophecy of Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 6 and verse 9, it says, "And he said, Go and tell this people," which are the Israelites, "Hear ye indeed, but understand not." See the importance of understanding? "And see ye indeed, but perceive not." It says, "Make the heart of this people fat." The word heart goes back to the Hebrew word lab, which means your mind. It says, "And make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert and be healed." And that's why 2/3 of our people will not and shall not be healed, because they lack the ears to hear and the eyes to see. All right? They lack understanding. Okay? They lack the vision to understand the prophecies that are taking place right before their eyes. All right? They lack eye salve. Okay? Now, let's jump back to St. Matthew 13 and 14 again. "And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which saith, By hearing ye shall hear, and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see, and shall not perceive." Okay? Because understanding is very important. Okay? We understand Job 9 and 24 is speaking about Esau. We understand when the scripture speaks about the daughter of Babylon in Isaiah 47 and 1. All right. We understand that that's speaking of America. And we understand that America shall be destroyed by the way of 200 million intercontinental ballistic missiles. Revelation 9 and 16. We receive all of this through understanding, meaning we are capable of receiving the light. That's what makes us blessed. And that's going to lead to our salvation. All right. Now, the scripture tells us in St. John chapter 1 and verse 4, it says, "In him was life," and that him is Yahushua. All right. And Yahushua is life. It says, "And the life was the light of men. And the light shineth in the darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not." All right. Darkness represents a lack of understanding or misinformation. Okay. And the light represents understanding. All right. The right information. 2/3 of our people comprehended it not. All right. We are part of the blessed ones because we comprehend what is being said unto us. Let's look up this word comprehensive. The pronunciation in the Strong's G.
Strong's G 2638, Catalambano. Catalambano.
So it says, to lay hold of. To lay hold of with the mind. See that? So our heart has not been made fat, meaning we're not clogged up. Okay? It says to understand. See that? Perceive, learn, comprehend. So we have the capability to understand what is being said unto us. Once again, such as America shall be destroyed. All right. We have the ears to hear the warning trumpet. So by us hearing the warning trumpet, we are what? Taking cover. And what's that covering? Yahweh Shai. All right. Let's go back to St. Matthew 13 and verse 15. It says, "For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes and hear with their ears and should understand with their heart," meaning understand with your heart. Okay, take hold of what is being said with your mind, and should be converted, and I should heal them. See that? So that's the importance of understanding. Understanding leads to you being converted and being healed. Let's look up this word converted, the pronunciation in the Strong's G.
Strong's G, 1994, Epistrepho. Epistrepho.
It says, to the worship of the true power. Okay? So it says to cause to return, to bring back. And that happens through understanding. Okay? And if you lack understanding, all right, you're going to be destroyed. Because if someone tells you that the building is on fire and you don't understand what they're telling you, what that leads to, you burning up with the building. And America is on fire. Okay? And that fire is going to consume America, which is that burning building. And the prophets, starting with the apostles and the elders here at Great Millstone, is sending out that warning trumpet. All right? We're telling you that America will be destroyed, but due to a lack of understanding, those that can't receive it with their mind, they're going to go down with the burning building. All right? Now, our King David prayed for these 2/3 not to get it. The book of Psalms 69 and verse 22, it says, "Let their table become a snare before them," which is this truth. All right? Mainly Yahweh Shai. It says, "And that which should have been for their welfare, let it become a trap." So these scriptures, or this truth, has become a trap unto 2/3 of our people. All right? Which chiefly is speaking of Yahweh Shai, which is that salvation. All right? Which is that covering that we're seeking. All right? But 2/3 of our people, that table, which is this truth, all right, which should have been their welfare, which is their benefit, all right, it has become a trap unto them. Why? Because they lack understanding. It says, "Let their eyes be darkened," see that they see not, and make their loins continually to shake. All right, so due to them not having that vision, due to them not being able to grasp this truth with their mind, is going to lead to destruction. And those that have the capability to understand, all right, they're going to be able to use the knowledge and the wisdom that they have received in the times to come. And that's going to deliver them. All right, and that's all due to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai allowing them to have that, allowing Yahweh Shai to give them somewhat of a inside view of what's finna happen before it happens. That's why the book of St. John, chapter 15, and verse 15 tells us, it says, "Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth, but I have called you friends. For all things that I have heard of my Father, I have made known unto you." And that's why we know who the devil that the Bible speaks of is, which is Esau, Edom, starting with their top tier elites, which is the so-called modern day white race as a whole. We know that America is the daughter of Babylon, and it will be destroyed. And now we know what is need of us, all right, which is to put our hand to the plow and continue unto the end, which is to endure, all right, which is enduring this truth, continue to prophesy, continue to edify, continue to warn the people. That's going to be our covering, all right, and all of that is a benefit unto us because of understanding. And the Most High was very merciful unto us, all right, through Yahushua to give us the capability to understand that will put us in the category of the blessed ones. Back in the book of St. Matthew 13 and verse 16, but blessed are your eyes, for they see, meaning we have eye salve upon our eyes, the healing of the eyes, and your ears, for they hear, meaning we have the capability to understand. And that's mercy from the Most High. All right. Verse 17, for verily, and verily means truly, I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. So that puts us in the company of the blessed ones. All right, being able to see these things come to pass, and to recognize what we're seeing, and to recognize what we're seeing through understanding, which is a gift from the Most High, one of the keys that will lead to salvation. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Kal Halal, Yahweh Ba Hashem, Yahushua, Waha Rakah Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the Great Millstone, the men who taught me this truth. Also, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Lord willing, I pray that this lesson made sense and that this was edifying. DTA.